On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk,
genuinely was just having a good time because we were social. The girls wasn't necessarily trying to do nothing. The guys wasn't necessarily trying to do nothing. We was just really letting it all hang out and just have a good time based off of the vibes that was happening during that particular show. Nobody is tripping off that. Ain't nobody DMing each other. Ain't nobody tripping off that. Like, we all just genuinely friends at the end of the day. So for us, we don't have that problem. We don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to go off the rails or not or anything like that. Or is it a gateway to cheating? I ran in a queue and the first thing we did was we hugged like we was brother and sister. Super dope. And then her and Rita went out to eat and they vibed and then they came back and we all had a good time. It ain't had nothing to do with that. So I don't think that it's an advantage in every circumstance or situation. Are they trying to accomplish something? I think that just certain guys make certain women feel comfortable enough to just be free flowing and vibey because they don't feel like they have to give up something at the end of the night as a result of it.
Anecdotal from the observable eye is that everybody in Atlanta, majority of the dudes in Atlanta do that. So my counterpoint was, anecdotally for me, living in Atlanta for 20 years, anyway, and I'm not trying to go on a tangent like I need to be right, because I don't need to be right. I can concede the point. What I'm saying is, from what you saying, bro, I didn't see that there. I did see dudes rolling up on girls like, "Hey, good, what your name is?" Shouted. I got you on that. That's not hey.
Hey, brother, do it again, brother. What'd he say?
Nah, shout. I ain't finna even do it for you, shout. They hit you with that. I go, Kayla. No,
you know what, Mr. Logic? You remind me of
those are funny times.
Underground.
You remind me of Sci High the Prince, bro.
Those are funny. Those ones are funny. Those are ones that go
Mr. Logic.
Do not let him
talking everything. Remind me of just like Sci High, bro.
Because you brought up battle rapping now. Do not let him forget tonight, Kay, what he's supposed to do for after hours.
Yo, but no, seriously, coming back to the point, I think that everybody actually has made an accurate point, because I think that two things could be true at the same time, right? Two things can be true at the same time. I think that flirting is a gateway to cheating, but then at the same time, is that my girlfriend over there? Okay, I see you looking like
I got my shout out today.
Yeah, but I do think that it's a gateway, but at the same time, like Kayla said, I think that it does make for, because it is levels, and if you actually able to master it, especially as a woman effectively, I think it makes for a doper chick. I think you get more. I think doors open up more for you. I think that it shows that you're more able to communicate effectively and you're personable, because people do things because they like you. They don't always just do things just because you work hard or any of that type of stuff. Once you get to a certain level, it's whether or not you're able to build a network effectively. And I think that women that are, even if certain people perceive it as flirting, because let's be honest, some dudes are so overly jealous and they don't want nobody to look at their chick. They take their chick out and then they might as well just throw a whole cover over and they don't even want nobody to look at them. Anybody that look at them, they're gonna get mad. So they're gonna perceive any little, dude saying that they chick is dope as flirting, right? But a chick that is able to communicate and she shows herself to be bouncy and she's nice and she's smiling at dudes, I think that they get the most out of life. They get the best promotions, they get the most access, they get everything at their disposal. So the question, after you figure out whether or not it makes sense or not, is, can you do it? And this is why I asked Rilla, can you flirt without it being a gateway to cheating? I don't think most people can, but I think on an individual level, that's the question that you got to ask yourself. Can you do it innocently, right? Can you have a good time? Can you be checking with chicks? When, like Q said, chick walked over and she went to I grabbed her hand back. I said, "Come here, let me talk to you for a minute." And we chilled. We had a good time. Everybody kicked it. I went about my way at the end of the night and we all had a good, it wasn't nothing beyond that. Everything was just chill. I also understand that, and this is something that for the fellas that they really don't understand, being able to say no will actually get you more pussy. Maybe you should walk away a little bit more. Maybe you should be a little bit more reserved. You don't have to throw your shot every single time. Maybe you should genuinely don't care and just be there to have a good time and be social, and then you'll actually get more options to be able to either interact with or turn down at the end of the night. And so that's a whole another conversation that maybe these dudes need to understand. But I think that you can be social and it be interpreted as being flirtatious without it being a gateway to cheating. But most people don't understand how to be able to do that effectively.
But see, I got a quick question for you. So do these chicks, is they cheating with bombs?
Some of them are.
No.
Some of them are.
I'm telling you, these chicks is not, like I said, you got a chick. She's not cheating with a bomb. What she's doing now, if she's a bomb, then yes, she might cheat with a bomb because that's on her level. But most of the time, these chicks is flirting. They flirting up. So like
that's not true, because a chick could just be a flirtatious chick across the board.
I'm telling you, chicks flirt for an advantage. So
not
now,
necessarily.
Yeah, but it may not always be to be with you. It may be just this temporary moment of something that I need that you have, and now that I have it, I'll see you later.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Well, still flirting up, though. You're
saying he's flirting with an advantage. Whether it's advantage with a boss, whether it's advantage with a coworker, whether it's advantage, she's trying to exercise leverage that she knows she got. So
no, I don't think that that's what it is.
Leverage of what?
Exactly what it is. Ooh, that.
But what are you leveraging if you're not like interested in them?
It don't matter. That's why most of these chicks, they can do what they do because they just leveraging, you know what I'm saying? Women have the advantage in the dating market. You know what I'm saying? We look at that. Women do have the advantage. And when you see women, they leverage that advantage they have all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said if you look at the aspect of things, but a man on the other end, we don't necessarily have that advantage. So that's what it just come down to.
I'll give you a perfect example.
You're not attractive.
I'll give you a perfect example. The first time that Q came on this platform, it was me, Q, JR, and I think it was 6. We was drinking drinks. We was talking spicy. We was just having a good time. We was vibing. Sometimes the conversation went deep off the rails and then it came back. But everybody was still just cool. Like a lot of other people interpreted it that, and they was like, oh, y'all is just flirtatious, y'all all into each other and all of this other type of stuff. But the reality was that we genuinely was just having a good time because we were social. The girls wasn't necessarily trying to do nothing. The guys wasn't necessarily trying to do nothing. We was just really letting it all hang out and just have a good time based off of the vibes that was happening during that particular show. Nobody is tripping off that. Ain't nobody DMing each other. Ain't nobody tripping off that. Like we all just genuinely friends at the end of the day. So for us, we don't have that problem. We don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to go off the rails or not or anything like that. Or is it a gateway to cheating? I ran in a queue and the first thing we did was we hugged like we was brother and sister. Super dope. And then her and Rita went out to eat and they vibed and then they came back and we all had a good time. It ain't had nothing to do with that. So I don't think that it's an advantage in every circumstance or situation. Are they trying to accomplish something? I think that just certain guys make certain women feel comfortable enough to just be free flowing and vibey because they don't feel like they have to give up something at the end of the night as a result of it.